No, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun detective. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
People tried to back away from you, or even slip out of the door. But you screamed, "I am the goddamned law, and you have to listen to me. You are all suspects in a murder investigation."
No, please, no more suicide threats. Thank God you don't have that stupid gun anymore.
There is silence on the other end of the line.
Me neither. No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask. Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on, the disco things.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eating them all up now.
Fuck me? Please leave the rage you have for after we finish the investigation.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. "It's because the Furrows lost that match," said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. "It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while," Satellite Officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Matt Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, "Whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all."
What a game over. Oh, all the way back here. Oh, jeez. Okay. That's a lot that
The man with
Mr. Gart.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an...
Fantastic. That's wonderful.
Sir,
Yes, of course.
I know it took us...
No, I only just...
Do you have her?
As a matter of fact,
This sounds like...
You said you just...
What? Of...
But you still know your way around.
Yes, I know...
I didn't imply that. Detective. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions? Behind this building, that's easy. I don't know who.
He doesn't know. He just said,
What are you?
suddenly you tend.
No, I didn't. I didn't. Do I have to?
The lieutenant stands.
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't.
He ignores. More. Press on.
Fuck you, man.
That's enough.
That's a real pity. Oh, I meant the union dock workers. You know, the guys who everyone is saying killed him, which no one is saying about me, because I didn't. The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it...
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook.
She went away because none of your business. Oh my God, what is your obsession?
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
What exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? There's nowhere else to stay in Martinez, and it's a cold spring outside. Money doesn't make you happy, but it lets you be unhappy for a while longer. If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me. I'm not an asshole. Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's Cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
The words leave your mouth as if walking up the stairs. Everything is going fine until you reach the end and take one step too many.
Oh, so apparently I'm a bitch now. Okay, I'll be the bitch, and you'll be the broke cop who owes me money. And no one will arrest anyone because that's insane. How's that?
Sir, leash in your tongue.
The words nail the cafeteria manager to his place. Unmoving, he stares down at the counter with his cheeks reddish.
Officer, you need to contact your station. Ask your people for assistance with the money you owe this place. There is a shortwave radio in my car. When you get the time, use it. We need to get this investigation started now.
I'm sorry, but I can't let him stay here if he doesn't pay. He's 3 days on the slip. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, he'll have to work this from home. You can look, but the union squeezed most people out of business to fund the strike. So, I don't know, your best shot is just going home.
Okay. Let's go. Goodbye, sir.
Good luck.
All right.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and but you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. In time or space? That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. Entertain the thought when you get the time.
The RCM in we don't see a... Of course. Of course. Oh, that...
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally. Even all the way over here. There's a drop of death in the spring air.
What do you mean? We're in Martinez. There's the pier, the Cape, the harbor gates, some shops and just coast.
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water.
I don't know. It's just water. No problem. Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable.
Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it.
No need to worry. We are not saying you did.
Okay. Well, me? I am just a gardener. I am pleased to meet you too. Of course.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the...
Sure. Keep...
Really? None.
Okay, let's try this again. Potato. Yeah, good.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils.
This is the...
Motor carriage. Something bad. Nothing. It's probably not.
No, I'm afraid not. We have a motorized vehicle, officer. I'm sure you are. The Caprice...
But this is different. This is a...
You're right. I didn't take you for a motorcar enthusiast. An interstellary racing series.
In the cabin, you see as you tap on the gauge.
There's no
Alternative translation. The white sword. Your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. Clutch. You feel an uninterrupted connection to them. After a while, you realize silence is your only answer. Do what you will with it. Of course, it's only in your head. The smell, I'm good, at the bottom of the sea. So strange, because it's lonely, just like you. The handle is pulled back. In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers. A metallic...
Take what you...
He's clearly... The prime cold, useful for opening all... The handles, you can do good work. It's robust, weatherproof, and lets you see things. The pull-out toolbox slides back in the frequency tablet, the soft
This is precinct...
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is Officer...
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye.
As always, it's...
A flock of sea right away.
Someone must have been messing with... Oh,
Go for it.
souped up motor...
God damn it! Look, it helps me to stay alert on long nights, okay? You would be too, but seriously.
This is precinct 57. Just a second.
10-2.
A scrawny old man.
10-4, what's your